All right.
What up, foos?
What up, fools? Hey, I'm Dan.
I'm Marcus.
Welcome to Foolosophy.
All right, we're outside. It's actually really nice and quaint.
Yeah.
It's
We're outside. The weather's finally not
Yeah.
a sweltering
like you could be
hellhole.
you could be outside and not just be dying.
Yeah. I know. It's today especially. It's like
Yeah.
in the 70s.
Oh god,
and
it's breezy.
It just feels like paradise.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah. Mm.
Coming from two guys that just sweat
Yeah.
for existing. you know?
Regardless, yeah.
Yeah.
Then put us in Florida summer humidity.
Oh my god, I remember working at Walgreens and there was like they had a deep cooler, like they had a cooler
Yeah.
refrigerator, and then they had like the deep freezer.
Where a lot of people go to die and
Yeah,
like, true
essentially.
crime mysteries.
Yeah, and but they always had to be stocked.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the locations we had a lot of women, and they get cold in the store, like much less not.
Oh
in the,
yeah, women are always cold.
yeah.
What is that? A circulation issue?
Yeah, I think it's because it's an iron deficiency because of them being women and monthly losses and stuff.
What in the stock market?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I call their vaginas, the stock market. And then when it's bad, I call it the stockyard. Because
Heyo.
hey, oh damn it,
Take out some options.
No, but I'm always warm, and so I would volunteer to go into the deep freezer and stock the DiGiorno's and the stuff.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, "Where's Marcus?" And like, he's in the deep freezer. Like, oh, I don't fucking have a
You're
field
just
day.
in there steaming.
Yeah, yeah.
Heat coming off. Yeah, I worked in a deli in a supermarket, and I used to go in the walk-in freezer.
Yeah.
Or fridge. I think it was a big refrigerator. We used to put live lobsters in there because one of the ladies was afraid of lobsters.
Oh, shit.
And then we'd ask her to go hey, could you go get me like a new thing of cheddar?
Oh my
She'd
god,
go in and scream.
that's hilarious.
Uh,
It wasn't too cold for them, because they're from cold water.
no, I mean we put them right back in the tank.
Gotcha.
You know, we were just borrowing them from the seafood section.
That's hilarious.
No lobsters were harmed in our pranks. Well, we're debating. We're talking cooking at home
Yeah, we
versus takeaway
Yeah,
or ordering to go.
yeah. We actually. It's funny that we did this like what we thought was a non sequitur type of story about the deep freezer.
Yeah.
But I mentioned DiGiorno's, you mentioned deli and live lobsters. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, see, my thing is like coming from humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Sometimes takeout was just easier and more affordable.
See,
Yeah.
it's so funny that you say that because like I feel like traditional thinking would have it that shopping for food would save you money over time. Like you
Yeah.
spend more up front,
Yeah.
but I noticed that poor people get food to go. Poor people are the only ones using DoorDash.
Yeah.
Foolosophy brought to you by DoorDash. I'll never sponsor this.
Yeah.
But DoorDash, you ever try to order from DoorDash?
You know the weird thing is I'm a DoorDasher.
It's only celebrities and poor people. No actual regular people. Nobody will pay those fees because you get McDonald's, it's $8, and then you go DoorDash it, it's $46 for a quarter pounder,
Yeah.
and you're like McDonald's to go too delivered. Who's doing that?
More people than you.
McDonald's
expect.
has a shelf life of like 25 seconds. The heat,
Yeah.
I feel like McDonald's gets cold faster than other foods.
Oh yeah, definitely the fries.
The fries,
The fries are like some of the worst. But no, you make a valid point. Like growing up, like when I was living on my own, for some reason it just worked out
when
better.
you're single, right?
It worked out. Takeout was cheaper.
I feel like that's right.
As a family unit, cooking in, like for example, we did like growing up being like half Hispanic, half Filipino.
Yeah.
Rice is a staple for every meal.
Yeah, that's good.
So we rice, so many rice dishes. Even
our rice was pasta.
oh, your rice is because Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pasta for us was like lasagna and like spaghetti.
Yeah.
And even
Oh,
in
yeah.
it was like you cook a big thing of it
Yeah.
and it literally lasts like the whole week.
My sister, she just said, I have a thing of baked ziti. And then she held it up. We were like FaceTiming.
Yeah.
And it was just a big thing of baked ziti. And I was like, God damn it, I want that.
Yeah.
I want it right now.
Yeah.
Just a large tray of Italian food is so satisfying.
Oh, man.
Lasagna or whatever.
What do they call it? They call it comfort food?
Comfort food, yeah.
Food.
The Midwest, they'll do like a casserole. Sorry, my dogs are here.
Yeah. They're trying to chime in.
Yeah, they have their opinion.
They're like, yeah, dude, I love the leftovers of baked ziti.
I love getting takeout food. So like the past couple of weekends, my lady and I have been drinking in the pool for most of the during the day, and then sometime around 4 to 5, happy hour time, we'd make a call to the Mexican place up the street and get it delivered.
Oh man!
So to go Mexican food is
yeah. Alcohol or weed is just being in the drive-thru of a Taco Bell after a bender.
Taco Bell is fun because the menu is insane. And it's always different, and they always have one of those. I like the box. I haven't been to a Taco Bell in a bit, but they always have a box. Oh, and it's always a variety of.
Those are the best, yeah, because you have what they have. They pretty much is for. It's gone up. It's gone up a little bit in price, but it's usually it's anywhere from $5 to $8.
And I was gonna say give us $5 and we're gonna give you a mystery box.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a mystery.
Three things.
One primo taco or burrito.
Yeah.
Then there's maybe 2 soft tacos or a Doritos Loco or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then
whatever the seasonal item is, right?
Yeah, seasonal item or if you get lucky you get the cinnamon twists.
Oh yeah.
Those little those knockoff churro type things.
I had when I was in high school, we used to make prank phone calls.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did that too.
Okay.
I think any comic, if you're worth anything,
I think that's what got a lot of comics into comedy. Was prank phone calls.
Yeah, laughing with your friends.
Yeah.
Well, one of the time we called the Taco Bell hotline and told them our cat choked to death on a cinnamon twist.
Jesus Christ!
And that always makes me laugh. So anytime I see or have a cinnamon twist, I think of a cat.
Rest in peace,
I think of that phone call.
Oh, that's funny. So what was the resolve on those calls?
Oh, I don't know. We were little nothing. I mean, they didn't give us anything.
Oh, okay.
We were just little assholes. I mean, that's that was early when you first start having sleepover prank phone calls. It's the best.
And we're give or take a year or two. We're roughly the same age. So this is what post Jerky Boys.
Oh yeah, Jerky Boys are huge.
Jerky Boys,
yeah, of course. I have all 3 Jerky Boy CDs in my car.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I bought it on eBay for $7.
Yeah, for anyone listening that may be younger than us, the Jerky Boys were these.
They're from Queens, a comedy duo from Queens that made prank phone calls.
They were legendary ones.
Legendary. People love
3-4 albums of prank phone call.
3 initially, and then I think they released one not a couple of years ago or something.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Let me tell you, Jerky Boys, it does not hold up. It does not age
well. Okay.
It doesn't age well.
Yeah.
A lot of the jokes are it just doesn't age well, but it's you hear the influence, well, first of all, the one whole character, Saul Rosenberg, is a character on Family Guy. The pharmacist.
Oh, okay.
Is Mort.
Okay.
Mort Goldman is Saul Rosenberg from the Jerky Boys.
Oh shit!
It's the actual guy who does the voice and everything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he just does the same voice, and he's same character and everything.
Wow.
And it's them just prank calling people or getting incoming calls that they would put out classified ads or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Frank Rizzo is always my favorite, and he was a rough all right, ZZO, open your fucking ears, Jerky. We're gonna get demonetized because I cursed.
Oh no! Yeah.
Oh no. So what do you think? So so are you more pro takeout or cooking at home? So you're more pro takeout?
Lately, because I think it's it always depends on what's going on in my life. I'm not home often. Like when I'm home, I'm like taking care of stuff, but I'm not like sitting down and cooking like a big meal. You know, and so I'm like lockdown. Oh, all day, cooked a meal, home
Cook
cooked
a
meal.
lot. Yeah.
But like now that I'm going back out and I'm traveling more often and stuff like that, takeout, just quick, simple. You know,
It is nice because groceries have gotten so expensive that buying food in a grocery store and then cooking it is a lot of times very close to the same price as getting takeout.
Yeah.
And that saves you a lot of time, like you said, cooking and then also cleaning up.
Yeah.
Nothing better than being full and then just taking all of it and just shoving it into a garbage can instead of having dishes, like a pile of dishes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, even like I like that so much that I would do paper plates instead of using dishes.
Paper plates
It's
are
terrible
nice.
for the environment, but like sometimes.
No. I think paper plates are good for it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't have an argument.
Yeah. I mean, it could be.
I would hope. No. Well, okay. Then I know that's not true, but I feel better having a paper plate over one of those styrofoam ones. Those feel like you're killing the earth.
Oh, yeah, those feels like they're killing me.
Yeah, it feels like you ever have and I know you've had this because we're all the amount of takeout food that we've all had.
Yeah.
When you get a styrofoam container that had too hot of food in it and it melts it.
Yeah.
And you still eat whatever the food was that was like resting on the melted styrofoam.
Yeah.
That's got to be
you're like,
years off your life, right?
You're like, I got.
I did that recently.
You're like, when you eat it, you're like, I got some type of FOMA.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
some kind of polyethylene.
Yeah. You
one of those numbers
white
with
blood
a circle
cells,
around
white
it.
blood cells mutating. You know. Like
just
like in a horror movie when they someone gets exposed to
their
some
pupil dilates.
you're like
the stuff goes through your blood.
Like in Resident Evil.
Yeah.
You're fighting a tyrant or something. Yeah.
It's true, yeah, that stuff, that can't be good. I always see that and I go, God, I wish they put some tinfoil down. Just a little wisp of tinfoil would solve that problem, but no, and then it's melted, and then you just go, fuck it, this is too good. Like, because whatever they gave you is piping hot and delicious.
Yeah.
Like like fries. You'll get like carne asada fries.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. But, okay, but I'll say, if you get takeout, you have to go, and so delivery, takeout, we're including delivery and having to go to the place, because ordering and then going yourself to pick it up, like Chili's, you got to go in an assigned parking spot and text them.
Yeah,
and then they text you like some kind of pun.
The funny thing is, I deliver for DoorDash. I've never ordered one order off of DoorDash.
You shouldn't.
Yeah,
people
I guess,
don't use DoorDash. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
that's what I would say to anybody. If a place delivers for free, so you'll order from them.
Yeah,
and tip the driver. And then that's good, but those delivery thing, DoorDash and all that, it's such a ripoff. Go on, sorry. It gets me mad.
Here's another thing for me,
because people go, "Fuck it, I want this right now."
Oh yeah,
but those are the financial decisions that ruin people.
Yeah, and it's a lot of like. I noticed that people who order lately for me when I deliver. People who order for me are there's like a group of them. There's like there's like a couple people, and so just the logistics of going to a place, trying to figure out multiple orders in a drive-through or some place like that. It's just either order online, have someone bring it to you.
Yeah.
But like I said, my thing is lately has been based on me alone, and I see other Dashers. I don't trust them. I don't trust other Dashers.
Will they take food?
They're taking food.
They're taking food.
I've seen them take. Because you have to confirm orders, and the reason why you got to do that is because they have the other Dashers just be like, "Hey, I got an order for Johnson," and they hand you Johnson's order, and then instead of confirming that they received the order, they cancel order or something like that. Basically like cancel this route and then send me on another order. And so now you have this food, you canceled it. And it shows that you're like, oh, they never picked it up. They canceled it. And it's like, well, you got to figure something out because I drove all the way over here for this order, that type of thing. And a lot of times
Wow.
the restaurants now lately are very firm. They're like, "No, you guys got to figure that out." And I was just like, "All right, well, I'm canceling this too. Your customers just ain't gonna get this order."
Dang.
Yeah,
Man, it's too many hands in the
cookie jar.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. And but also I've seen how some of these dashers like handle their orders and all this stuff like that, and I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. Plus, I know even with me earnestly trying to pick up the order and deliver it on time, it's the order sometimes still gets cold and all that stuff. So fuck that. I'll pick it up, and if push comes to shove and I feel like it's starting to get cold, I'll just start eating in the car, dude. So yeah, so it kind of it almost doesn't make sense. At that point, I might as well just go and cook a meal inside the house or whatever. But
yeah, food delivered is, like you said, a loss of heat. I forget what they said. I worked in a couple of restaurants as like a server or whatever, but I think they said 1 degree per minute or something like that.
wow,
That the food drops, so it's pretty fast.
yeah,
So if you're talking like hot, 10 degrees in 10 minutes, 10 minutes,
yeah,
that thing is now warm,
yeah,
and then 10 more, and imagine how long to delivery. So yeah, getting to go, you order, even if you go and pick it up yourself or you get it delivery,
yeah.
you're talking the time of transporting the food either yourself. Having to go is a pain because you have to like get up and go.
Yeah.
But I'll do that to avoid paying DoorDash fees or whatever,
Honestly, usually because it's just me, it's not a group. It's not me and a person. Like if it's me and a woman, I'll probably have them bring it to me. Because I'm not leaving her by herself or whatever, and I'm not taking her. Because that's another thing is like women are another reason. They're a driving factor behind home delivery for food.
Women?
Yeah. Well, because they got to get ready and all this shit. A lot of them. If if it's a nicer place, like not McDonald's, but I'm talking about if it's like any like TGI Friday. Oh, not TGI Fridays. Does that even exist anymore? Fucking TGI?
I think so. Yeah. Bennigan's.
No, but like Chili's are higher as far as like restaurants.
I thought Chili's was at the top.
Yeah. No, but it's like as far as like restaurants, Chili's are higher. You go ask generally any woman, hey, you want to go out to eat at a Chili's?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, let me get ready.
Yeah.
They're not going in their sweatpants and their fucking
they got to put themselves together.
Man bun in your period panties or whatever. They're going in fucking. They're gonna doll up or whatever.
How do you feel about that? Women who do you prefer like a woman who gets a lot of like? Would you prefer a woman who is like a 9 with makeup on, like the way she does her makeup?
Yeah.
But she takes her makeup off and she's a 6, or would you prefer?
Mine's very specifically based on like my life and the women I've interacted in my life.
You like when they do Ultimate Warrior face?
No, dude. No, I don't want to feel like I'm banging
Just
the Road Warriors.
Crying.
Fucking the Legion of Doom.
Yeah,
fucking.
I loved the Legion of Doom when I was young.
Dude, yeah, dude,
they were great.
God damn.
I guess it was the spikes.
It was.
Spikes are cool to a little kid.
Yeah, dude. I might dress like one of those guys for Halloween.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But no. Also, I've been around like for example, like unfortunately, like my mom. My mom is the type to this day. Like if she's going somewhere, she's got to fucking do the whole thing.
Yeah.
She can't. I'm like, what the fuck? Who cares? No one cares.
I know.
But
I have this philosophy. No one cares. So I have this like grand philosophy of like like how people dress.
Yeah.
How people dress, and you're like dress the part and be fancy and all that.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't. I'm like, doesn't everyone know that's like a shallow thing? Like it's easy. Anyone could put on nice clothes. It doesn't make you a good person.
Yeah.
I was like, so that's stupid. Why doesn't everyone just dress casually and comfortable?
Yeah.
But actually be a good person.
Yeah.
And that's like my always grand philosophy.
Yeah.
And that's the exact opposite of how the real world works.
Oh God. Yeah.
It's just about how you look. It doesn't matter what you are as a person.
Yeah. Which there was a point in time where I subscribed to that wholeheartedly. I was just like, yeah, I just got to the point in my life where I was like, I could afford to buy the things that I wanted.
Yeah.
Know? And I was like,
clothes
nice.
and stuff.
I'm gonna look nice. I'm put a lot of effort. I'm gonna put a lot of stuff in my hair, and I'm gonna this and that and all this. And then it's like I wasn't comfortable. Like even now, there was a couple times when I was like dating some of these ladies. Where I was like, well, maybe I should put a little more effort into what do I wear. Because I'm always dressing like a bouncer. I'm always dressing like a fucking door guy at the cellar or something.
Like a bulldog became a person.
Oh, God, yeah. It's like a French bulldog hit the Ninja Turtle ooze and decided to
French bulldog went to one of those fortune teller machines from Big.
Oh, yeah. Fucking the Zoltan or whatever. Like make a wish.
Machine.
Like I want to be a moderately successful stand-up comedian. That's what I want to be. So
that wasn't a joke about Zoltan. That was
yeah.
I said a Zoltan Cassis machine, and you said I want to be a moderately successful stand-up comedian.
I didn't catch the last name.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck. My bad, dude. Yeah.
He's
someone got murdered.
Yeah, Jacksonville. A lot of murders in Jacksonville lately.
Yeah.
God, a lot of people. A guy got shot in front of the pier. There was a shooting in an apartment like over the weekend.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a lot of people just getting shot randomly.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah. There was a guy like traffic not too long ago. Just somebody just started opening fire on 95. Just like.
Well, they passed that law where like anyone could have a gun now.
Yeah.
I was driving in a car, my car. I was driving. And a guy on a motorcycle drove up, like, and just in the lane next to me.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with me, but his jacket was flapping in the breeze.
Yeah.
And tucked in his back waist, in his belt was a revolver, like a cowboy gun.
What the fuck?
It looked like It was so surreal because I'm just not used to like seeing people with guns around often because New York didn't have guns in California. Like, there's of course people have guns, but just not where it wasn't in my world.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I felt like I was in a movie or something. That's how much of a sissy I am.
Yeah.
I just saw a gun in a lane next to me, but I was like, oh my God. I was like, look at that guy has a gun. Look at it. I pointed, and my wife, who's from here, is just like, good. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. I come from that other world where your wife's from like, I worked with Secret Service and they had like AKs just strapped on them and shit.
I know it's like a good thing for people could protect themselves and then like good people with a gun stopping if someone.
Oh, but it's very jarring if you're not familiar with that.
Yeah,
because it was funny seeing like the Disney cast members, and a lot of them at that time were like very twinkish gay guys. So they were like, "Oh my God, the gun, the pow, whatever."
It's tons of like actors and actresses, right? Who do the character roles. It's a lot of like actors and actresses who end up doing those Disney.
Yeah,
I worked at I did voiceover for a cartoon zebra at a zoo, and a lot of the people who worked there who did like other stuff, were like also worked at Disney, and they were all like, "I want to be an actor. I want to be an actress." And they're like, "But I'm Snow White right now."
I actually auditioned before I did security. I actually auditioned to be a character.
Oh yeah,
but
which one?
The
Beast.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, well, how did they not go for that?
The thing that a lot of people don't realize is the costume.
That you don't wear pants.
The costume is big, but I'm as big as the costume.
Oh,
so because you gotta fit inside
like
the
t-shirt?
costume. You gotta fit inside the costume. So like I'm like that's the hardest way to find out that they told you you're too fat to portray fat. Like it's unbelievable. Or even like the Beast or some of those other characters, they're tall.
Yeah.
So like I'm my build is literally the antithesis of any mold that they're going after.
Right.
If it's other characters, they want like short and small.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's other characters, they want like tall and lean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got to be like Marfan's disease.
Yes. Yeah. Like because my buddy used to be Chewbacca, and he's like 6'5", lanky, just a lanky armed guy.
I gotta tell you, you reminded me of something. It's one of the most embarrassing experiences in my life. I auditioned to be the mascot of the San Diego Padres. And it was the same thing. I kind of like half did it as a joke. Because I was like, what would this be like? I forgot the name of the thing. But you go down, I went to like the ballpark and I'm in like a locker room and they have you put on a suit.
Yeah.
And I've never been in one of those suits before.
Yeah.
And the interview up until then was going great. And I put this thing on and I just couldn't breathe. It smelled terrible. I couldn't breathe and I could barely move. And they're like, all right, dance like you're pumping up a crowd. And I can't dance.
Yeah.
And I can't move and I can't breathe and it smelled terrible. And I was like just trying to move. And I felt like I was like a robot. Like,
if you're claustrophobic, if you're claustrophobic, those suits are not for you.
Oh, dude, it was nuts. And I felt like one of the most pathetic. Like I felt helpless, like it was awful. But yeah, being in those suits. So anytime I see a mascot, I'm always like, God damn it. Like I have a newfound respect for the people who like the one dude jumped from the ceiling. Who is it? The Jaguar?
Oh, Jackson DeVille.
Yeah. Jackson DeVille.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Stupid name.
Yeah, Jackson DeVille. and now they're on the second Jackson DeVille. They had like one guy that portrayed.
Did he die from jumping out of the ceiling?
He retired.
Oh, he retired. Okay.
But he was Jackson DeVille from like '95 when they did the inauguration or whatever.
Yeah.
To like 2018.
Oh wow.
And the only reason I know this is when I first started comedy, I did a talent show and he was one of the judges. Out of suit. He was out of his suit.
Oh, and he was just a guy? And
yeah,
he
was
was
just
like,
a dude judging me. But
did he do that like wild jumping stuff like the current guy does? Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. Well, he was notorious for all kinds of stunts. He was like during when they played the Steelers here.
Yeah.
He took the terrible towel and like wiped his butt with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as Jackson DeVille.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like all kinds of stuff, and it caused
rules.
Yeah. Yeah, he
probably didn't like that.
Yeah, he was notorious for that. And then
they're like, we're gonna put more French fries on our sandwiches now.
I think he was one of the guys that also in costume as Jacksonville fake fought another mascot.
Oh, okay.
Like, and that went like viral. Yeah, I mean he was probably doing more to represent Jacksonville than the Jaguars. It's ridiculous, dude. Yeah.
Okay, so cooking at home.
Okay.
Pros of it. It used to save money before groceries became 4 times as much as they used to be.
Yeah. What definite pro, and this has come in handy for me and by proxy, like me and a lady, is you don't have to get dressed. You can fucking be in your underwear, dicks
That's
out,
true.
tits out. I mean,
I've cooked
cooking. I don't know if you want to be dick out, but like
no,
it's
I
oil and stuff. But
I cook in shorts and no shirt a lot, and outside of like bacon, because you get a little splatter on your belly, that hurts, a little singe. But I like cooking no shirt. So pros of that, where the food where the food's coming from. You know exactly what's in it. You know the quality of it. It's all like how fresh it is.
Yeah.
And then you could make it to, if you know how to cook, you could make it to exactly how you want it.
Yeah.
So those are all
like
pros.
Temperature. Also, you get to choose the seasonings.
Yeah.
You get to choose the ingredients. You get to choose, the quality of the beef. Like if you go out to eat, you're just taking their word for it. Like this is USD grade A. He's like, you sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure about it?
Yeah. Rob.
Yeah. You sure about that?
You sure about that?
No, and like you have to kind of have to like take their word for it.
I know, and then sometimes you're like, this is fantastic, and sometimes you're like, I don't. This is like whatever. I don't know. In restaurants, and then like, how clean is the restaurant? I'm sure they're all, I don't really worry about that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, be dirty. I don't give a shit. Just make me a good food. But like at the same time, it's like more. You're like some guys like sneezed into your food.
Yeah.
Like,
or now here's something too. If I am cooking at home.
Yeah.
that I like to do, and you can't do this at a restaurant because, like for example, if let's say you're making a lasagna,
Yeah.
right? You can make a lasagna, but then you're like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I want to make lasagna sandwiches, and then you cook the lasagna, then you like I don't know, grill up 2 slices of toast. And you make a lasagna sandwich.
Experimenting, yeah.
You can't do that in a restaurant. You can't be like, hey,
It's embarrassing.
I want you to take
you can,
the steak
but it's embarrassing.
and then like cut it up and make tortillas out of it.
Yeah.
Put
Yeah.
tortillas. Well, then they're like, they're like, well, that's not what this meal is. B, they're gonna like, that's gonna be an additional upcharge. Blah 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 blah, 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 whatever. And
we don't do that here.
You can go. Yeah, we don't do that here at the Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You know.
Yeah, I love that. Like I'll make a Kelly. My wife always complains about this. She'll be like, "I'm not that hungry," so I'll make her like a little mini version of whatever I'm making, like a steak.
Yeah.
I'll make a few slices of steak and vegetables.
Yeah.
Here you go, and she'll be like, "This is perfect amount of size." And then I'll take that, and then I'll get a spark of inspiration, and I'll make something that looks just way better. And then I come out, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "What's that? I want that." And then she,
Yeah. But you couldn't do that at the restaurant because there's only 2 sizes. There's an adult size.
Yeah.
And then you got the kids menu, and they don't have that on the kids menu. They got, it's like if you go to Roost Chris, it's like, well, they got chicken tenders or whatever. The fuck, whatever. I've never been to Roost Chris, to be honest.
I haven't either.
Oh yeah. But like some fancy ass restaurant,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and true. Also, like oftentimes, what you'd pay at you pay less money and get more food cooking yourself. Typically,
Yeah.
like if you go out to a steakhouse, you order steak from a nice steakhouse that's like $40 to $50, whatever.
Yeah.
Like for just the steak on its own, they'll charge you that much.
Yeah.
And then, you pay half that if you cook it yourself, but then you have to know how to cook it and all that shit.
The only variable to that is to this whole thing is when you order from a place that's like a mom and pop, where it's like you're eating out, but they run their kitchen like almost like it's a homemade kitchen.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah, dude.
That's honestly
a lot of those are like ethnic foods.
Yes.
Ethnic foods.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is these are my favorite places to go, and this is where being in a marriage with a very white lady is difficult.
Okay.
Because that's my favorite thing to do. Go to a random, extremely ethnic, hole-in-the-wall place.
Yeah.
And you have the best food.
Yeah.
It's the best food.
Yeah.
Because they run it, just like you said, they run it like it's their own kitchen and, they're cooking at home where it's like they're cooking for their family.
Yeah.
And
because they're cooking for their family, they make such big portions.
Yes. Yeah.
Even if no one's buying it.
And it tastes like home cooked food as opposed to so much restaurant food. I feel like nowadays it's like you could taste the corners that have been cut in it, and or it's just like Chipotle. Like I hate shit like that where it's just like mass appeal bullshit. Like I want to go deep into a corner of a culture. I want to like experience that. And the only way you do is those little places.
Well, also the more corporate, the more
like homogenized it gets, right?
Well, you also a lot of these same restaurants, even the competing ones, order from the same distributors. Yeah, like for example, at Disney.
Yeah, there's like big trucks they pull up, and it's just all the same. Yeah, so that's true. And that's sort of what I mean. Like you're like it's the same level quality of like chicken or it's the same. It tastes so similar across many places,
Yeah.
And then you go to this hole in the wall place, and you're like, this tastes like nothing I've ever had before, or it tastes like a great version of like the thing you're.
Yeah.
I have a short list of places I want to go. Number 1 is this Japanese ramen place over on San Jose Boulevard.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there in the next like day or two. And everyone said in the reviews, they say like when you go in, it's like walking into a different country.
Oh wow!
So I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
I think it'll be cool.
Now as a single dude though, not only do I like to eat out, but also eat in. if possible.
Yeah.
Like literally just order my food, eat there, and then when I'm done, I throw the food, and then I go to my car, and I don't have to carry or hold anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, eating in. Yeah, that is nice.
There's like I when I was younger, I didn't like eating alone. You know what I mean? I was like, I want someone here. You know. Now.
Yeah, because it's like feels social.
Yeah.
I love eating alone.
And
now,
now I think it's just like my world has become more hectic.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right, it's even if it's noisy, it's still not noisy with me being the focus of it. The noise, like in the kitchen, they're doing their thing in the kitchen, and this person's over here and they're doing this. But at my table with my food, it's just me, and I get to enjoy my food. I get to doom scroll on my phone if I want to.
Yeah.
I could just, just it's just tranquility, even if it's noisy, even if it's noisy, because like I said, none of that stress and stuff is involving me, other than them like, what's your order and here's your food. That's it.
I know. I almost like sitting back and watching people in a restaurant work, because it's amazing to see the flow.
Yeah.
That goes on, and I go to this little taco place, up the street on Old St. Augustine Road.
Yeah.
And it's gotten very popular. Every time I go in there, it's like more and more crowded.
Where is it at?
It's over near where Old St. Augustine Road meets
San Jose.
San Jose.
Wait, is it the one with the luchador theme stuff inside?
No, that's a one night taco stand.
Okay, something else.
So that's like a gringo version of it. This one's called like why can't I remember the name? It's something with like a C.
Okay.
Los.
If it has actual Spanish words in it, it's probably legit.
It's
and
good.
Not
like it's a market and a taco place
shit.
and a meat, and they have meat. Like it's like a butcher, a market, and
fuck,
taco shop.
Okay.
And I order from there a lot, and it's gotten more and more crowded as it's gone along. But that's like and a good example of a place that is where you go, so I don't know, you gotta seek them out,
yeah. So now if you go out, let's say you're doing fast food, right? Let's say you're doing, all right, so are you in a drive-through or are you ordering inside?
Typically a drive-through, because usually, so again, when you are married, and I'm sure you will find this out soon enough, because some lady is going to scoop you up and never let you go. El Castillo.
Okay.
The
castle.
El Castillo. It's awesome. Al Pastor tacos.
Oh man.
Calajero style. So the ladies determine, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
You gotta like adjust to their. You gotta make them happy, because ultimately, like, as a guy, you just want to have sex with them, and then I learned the phrase. Guys like to have. You maybe told me this, or someone told me this. Guys like to have sex to relax, and women need to relax to have sex.
I might have said that.
Someone told me that, and it struck. It's so true.
It's so true. Yeah.
And so
it's
that
annoying,
backs up
but true. Yeah.
It's annoying. Yeah. So that makes it. My lady likes to get food to go. She likes to eat at home.
Yeah.
Because she eats slow. And she feels like if she eats out of place, people are like watching her, like not eat fast, and always think she's not enjoying it.
Oh, okay.
It's like a pet peeve of hers.
Gotcha.
And then one time we went on a cruise, and we're in like the dining room, and the waitress was from like Trinidad. She looked like Russell Westbrook, and she was great. She was very attentive.
Yeah.
But she was very like, she caught that my wife was not eating fast.
Yeah.
And she kept asking her, "Why aren't you eating? Do you not like it?" And that's like my wife's least favorite thing. Cause
why you not eating fast, no?
Yeah. Yeah. She had the great
You're
accent.
yeah.
And she kept trying to like dismiss her, but she got mad I should eventually. I don't know. But anyway, she likes to order stuff to go.
Yeah.
And so I will get stuff to go. But I do not like that because I know, like we said before, it's a loss of heat. So the quality of food drops transporting it from wherever you pick it up to wherever you're taking it.
Yeah.
Especially fast food. Fast food is like, if I'm eating fast food, I'll get it in a drive-through, but I'm fucking tearing the bag open as soon as I'm 3 feet from the window, and I'm eating it immediately.
Well, I also do that same thing. Like if it's fast food, like actual fast food, I'm talking Taco Bell, Wendy's, McDonald's, Arby's, whatever. I'm ordering inside. I don't trust them in the drive-through. Most places have never gotten my order right in the drive-through.
So you get out, you park and you get out.
I park and I get out and I order.
And you eat in there?
You
sit in one of those plastic booths?
Huh?
A plastic. They always have fast food places. Always have uncomfortable seating to like.
Yeah,
keep
I mean,
it moving.
I like something depending on the time constraint. But regardless if I've taken it home or if I'm eating it inside, I'm ordering inside for the most part.
Yeah,
I don't trust drive-throughs unless I absolutely have to go. Like lockdown, that was annoying because there was no ordering inside.
What's the last fast food place you went, and what was your order?
Last fast food.
Because you don't like sauces and stuff and condiments, right? You go like real.
Well, if I
keep
order
it real streamlined.
If I order, it's on the side. But even me having the most simple order.
Yeah.
Of like if I order a burger from McDonald's, it's like I want bun, meat, cheese, barbecue sauce on the side. Simple order. They'll still fuck it up.
Yeah.
It's like
pickles and onions.
Here's all the stuff that you said you didn't even want on there.
Yeah.
And it's like I get it because like when they're back there, they're like a well-oiled machine. They're making it like all the burgers are normally one way.
Yeah.
Pickle stuff. And then when I put my order in, they'll see it on the screen, but mentally they're just like, oh, put all the stuff on it, But it's like, how are you fucking this up? Because it's literally you just take the bun, you slap the meat on there, and you wrap it up. You sit it out. You sit it fucking back out to me. You sit it back out.
It's just I know it is funny that like the less you're like I want it easier than what you normally do, and they don't do it right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite out of those? Like the main fast food ones. What? How do you rank those?
Let's see. If I'm doing, let's see. We got McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. Chick-fil-A don't have burgers.
Yeah, well, do that separate.
Okay.
What do you do out of
I know three.
Throw it.
If it's Burger King, Wendy's, I'll do Hardee's too. If it's Burger King, Hardee's, Wendy's, McDonald's,
Arby's, or is Arby's a separate thing too?
I
still haven't been to an Arby's.
Oh really?
It's been like a running joke with and
is it because of the Simpsons? I know Simpsons have made a lot of in jokes about Arby's.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah. There was a.
Did they make a joke that someone died at an Arby's? Because
no, they made it. Well, I know one joke was this is years and years ago, but the twins, those like purple dress twins.
Yeah.
They were. I think they were camping or hiking or something, and they couldn't. They were hiking and they were out of food or something like that. And then one of the twins goes, "I'm so hungry, I can eat at an Arby's." That was like the joke or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, there's some beef with the Arby's there." McDonald's is probably like last on my list. Of all it. The burgers are just the nuggets even are like just the fries. I mean, I'd rather go to Checkers for fries. Or,
Checkers has good fries.
Burger King lately has gotten pretty good fast food fries. Burger King burgers are better. Wendy's burgers are better to me.
Yeah.
Their burgers are better. Their chicken sandwiches are better.
We have one of the worst run Wendy's in the United States right over here. I don't know. I don't have data to back that up, but I just feel that way.
Well, I mean, your Burger King near here is also pretty bad. Remember that?
Oh, well, that Burger King. Yeah, the one we went to?
Yeah, we went to that.
I'm surprised we're not dead.
I'm pretty sure it was a Burger King that was ran as a drug cover.
I know. Yeah, they seemed surprised when we ordered food.
They were like, "You ordered food?"
Yeah.
Like
They didn't know how to make a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I was like, why does all the chicken sandwiches
There's
look like
there's
bricks of cocaine?
huge posters that say "Order our chicken sandwich."
Yeah.
They're like, we don't do that here.
Yeah, we ordered whatever the brand new thing was.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like,
They're like, we can't do it.
listen. I know you ordered a chicken sandwich, but how about a Whopper?
And then
instead?
someone was like stabbed or beat to death like the following week there.
Yeah.
I remember laughing. A guy was like,
Oh no,
that's
it was,
where
at,
we're
it was
there.
at the McDonald's across the street.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
guy was stabbed
Directly across the
stabbed
street.
in the lobby to death. to death. And
Jacksonville is so fun.
here's the wildest thing. That's the second time. That's the second time that I
That's
performed at
that's
an
like a
open mic.
mile from where we're sitting and talking.
That I
right
performed
now.
at an open mic where someone was murdered across the street, and the open mic still continued.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like years and years ago, I was performing in an open mic in Orlando, and a pop star from like America's Got Talent was performing at the Plaza Live across the street.
Ruben Studdard.
No, it was a girl named Christina Grimmie, and she was gunned down.
I don't watch those shows.
She was gunned down, dude, by
What?
a fucking fan. And
No way. She
and
got
we-
Dimebag Darrelled.
Dimebag Daryl, dude, during like a merch sale thing or whatever, meet and greet.
Holy
And then
shit.
we still did the mic. We just still continued to do the
She
mic
was like,
as like fired rescues
comedy
come-
is important.
Yeah, just telling our dick jokes. Why this whole woman's family is
God,
like,
that's-
changed dramatically.
I told you. I think I did this on the mic, but there was a show in San Diego, and there was a guy. It was like on the top floor of a mall, this comedy club.
Why,
And there was-
we're doing this podcast?
Yeah,
Someone's
it was
getting gunned down.
Cops.
Top Florida Mall.
Top floor of a mall, this comedy, and the stage, there's big windows behind the stage, and this guy was on the ledge of the top of the mall, like getting ready to jump to commit suicide.
Jesus
and you
Christ.
could see him through the window behind the comedians standing on the ledge.
What the fuck?
And the show just like went on, and everyone addressed it. And it was like a. But anyway,
That's one of those things where you're like, even if you're having a bad night, you're like, I could be having a worse night.
I think McDonald's. So McDonald's to me tastes like a cartoon. I heard someone describe it like cartoon food. I think it was Joe DeRosa on Taste Buds.
Okay.
But it's true. I feel like if I eat a McDonald's cheeseburger, it feels like what like a cartoon hamburger would taste like. You know, not like when you eat a hamburger at a restaurant, or if you make one on a grill at home, you're like you eat it and you're like, this is great. But you eat McDonald's and you're like, this is like if someone drew what a hamburger tastes like.
Yeah, it's that makes sense. It's the burger version of, you ever see, I guess in the cartoon or even movies where you're like, what the fuck is that? You know, you're like, where am I at? And they go to open a door and it's just a cardboard cutout.
Yeah.
And then like the wall falls down. That's what it feels like
Yeah,
burger-wise.
yeah.
It's,
Potemkin Village, or what do they call it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
no.
I don't know what I'm talking about. It's like when you set up fake scenery to make things look.
Oh, okay.
There's a term for it. It's something village, and it's a name.
Yeah.
And I want
But
to say
that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Like
something.
where you're like, who's that guy? And then you go, it's just a cardboard
Yeah,
cutout.
it just falls
over.
backwards.
Yeah,
it's
that's
flat.
that's exactly how it tastes. You
And
know?
it's funny if you eat tons of fast food, or like you eat a lot of processed food.
yeah,
It's interesting eating that and then eating like quote unquote real food, like a like a roasted vegetable, or like a home cooked meal.
yeah,
Or like one of those little hole in the wall places, but it's like they're actually using like real cooking techniques. It's not
Yeah.
just like a processed thing that's like someone microwaves for a minute.
yeah.
Like all the like Starbucks, like all Starbucks food is just like frozen, microwaved like nonsense.
yeah.
All that's I feel like Panera, all that, all
Yeah.
those. I feel like all fast food it's all of it's so bad.
Yeah,
And quality, a lot of.
I think what makes it worse with like Panera or even Starbucks and stuff is they put out this, we're
healthy, or like
we're the better option, we're the sensible options. Like,
yeah.
you're just as fucking as logistically fucking processed as everything else. It's just like, maybe the ingredients are like instead of a D or an F, it's like C grade. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't
know.
know,
Yeah, it's true. And you feel like, yeah, it does. It does. I think it's because they have green in their logos. Maybe.
Yeah.
People think.
Well, that's the biggest. That was the thing that used to get me working behind the scenes at like the theme parks.
Yeah.
Is so you go to these restaurants in the theme parks and stuff, and it's like, man, you're paying primo prices, and you're like, oh, I don't think it, like especially like at Disney because they have Epcot, and if you go to Epcot, there's a ride you can actually ride through and you're actually riding through like a different types of farms, and it's like food. It's actually growing. They're actually growing food. There's a restaurant or two that actually that's where it's like farm to table.
Oh, okay.
It's farm to table.
I'm dying to go to. I don't know if Epcot is where it is, but the Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah, that's where Epcot's at.
Oh, okay.
So they use a lot of their.
We're gonna go this year.
Uh-huh.
And then we just started doing the math. We're like, how much it would cost just to go for the day.
Yeah.
And then we.
Well, you probably wouldn't be able to go to the wedding, get married. Yeah, because Food and Wine, it's like if I didn't work there and get like free passes and all that bullshit,
yeah,
I wouldn't have been there as often.
Yeah.
Like since I've left Disney, I've been there once.
Yeah,
and in like what 6 years, 7 years, whatever.
What are your thoughts on Disney adults?
Disney adults,
like the adults who are still.
As
like,
someone who used to be a Disney adult, it's the saddest thing ever.
You used to be a Disney adult?
Oh yeah,
I mean, I knew you worked.
I
at
had
Disney,
my back windshield used to have a decal that said Walt Life. Like Salt Life, but it was,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just processing it. How long ago was this?
This was a couple years ago. This was yeah. I mean, because I lived.
Was this from a relationship?
Yeah, it was. I became a Disney adult because my ex was got
a
me
Disney.
into it.
Okay, yeah. That's how. This is what I feel like.
No heterosexual man
becomes a
is
Disney adult
unless they were molested.
They're trying to relax their wives so they can have sex with them.
Yeah.
So they put up with it. I know several friends. I know people. I've seen cars. I saw a car today with a Disney sticker on it, and I just went, ugh. Yeah. And I was thinking about it, and I was just like, man, if you're an adult and you're like, Disney is my personality, like it's rough and it is sad. It's sad.
Well,
talk about it from your perspective,
from my
getting
perspective
out of it or whatever.
My perspective and interacting with other Disney adults. Anytime you see a grown ass person that's that big into a theme park, just know that the childhood trauma that they experience is insane.
Yeah, do you think it's that chasing childhood?
Yeah, it's like the Michael Jackson shit. It's that Michael Jackson thing.
Yeah.
It was
trying to have a childhood or experience a childhood. Like,
because I knew a couple Disney adult women, and then I found out like from knowing them, I'm like, oh, you were molested hard as a kid. Like,
oh
yeah, it's like gotcha.
So dark.
No, but
or like abuse or whatever, physical abuse or whatever.
You get a childhood.
Yeah, so if you don't have that magic as a kid, then you want that
chase it
as an adult.
I mean,
but can you really have? You can't genuinely have that experience as an adult. I don't think. Right? What do you think?
No, but they're chasing it. They're chasing it.
Chasing.
Everyone does it to some degree, but Disney adults are like the extreme form of it. Like for example, guys that are gamers.
Member berries.
Yeah, guys that are gamers, guys that are into collectible action figures from the 80s, like myself.
That's true.
You're
guys who watch reruns of shows that they like over and over again.
Guys that are into pro wrestling. Women that are into Barbie or Taylor Swift, which is 90% of the population. No, but it's you're chasing something, because Taylor Swift has a high school aesthetic. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a high school aesthetic. It's
it all is very high schooly.
Yeah.
The emotional range is like, I like boys, I hate boys, I'm mad, I'm happy.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's like it appeals to everyone. And like, by the way, there's a picture of her going around with bruised knees. Everyone's like, Travis Kelce's putting her to work.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I mean, but Disney adults are the extreme version of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just
yeah, because it is like a thing for kids, you know. Like Disney feels like a thing for children.
Yeah,
and
because one of the things I mean it's a common thread. Like if you go and ask and interview a Disney adult, right? And they're like, "What got you into Disney?" One of the first things, almost all of them are going to be like, "Well, it reminds me of," and then insert dead relative.
Yeah,
And fun memory with dead relative, or insert. Oh, I had fun at the summer of '96, and it's like, okay, what happened in the spring of '96? They were fondled by their uncle, you know, and so it's just got you. Like, all right, I got you.
God.
Yeah.
God, man.
Yeah, so that was the thing. Like my ex was a Disney adult, terrible child. Her dad was abusive and all this bullshit. So it's like, okay, gotcha. There's not anytime I see like grown women that are in their 30s, wearing an Elsa gown on a cruise, a Disney cruise.
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, oh, okay, gotcha.
Or if she's a sizable gal, she'll have a nightmare. A Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's another thing I noticed.
Well, that's not Disney, though, huh?
No. There's a lot of plus-size Disney adults. There's a bunch of them, dude. Me and my ex.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah. My ex was 200 plus, dude. And
yeah?
Yeah, and I was definitely
fat sex,
dude. There's a lot of I don't know what it is about Disney adults, but like a lot of them are fucking fat. They're fat couples.
Well, because they probably eat to cover the pain too, you know.
Yeah,
it's a double-edged sword.
I call them.
There's a lot of funnel cakes.
Yeah, I call them Venn diagrams.
A lot of turkey legs.
When they have sex, it's like a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
This fuck.
Like you're loading bean bags into a 18-wheeler.
Yeah, it's only funny because it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly how it is.
Go to the opening of Magic Kingdom. Like, because whenever the theme parks open, they have this ceremony.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know if you've ever been to a theme park, like
not for like an opening thing. Like, I've been to many theme parks, but
go to like Magic Kingdom at park opening.
I felt the last theme park I went to was I felt like it was a food desert. You know, like it's like a bottle of water like that you're drinking.
Yeah,
it's like $12 for that. Oh. And then you're like, and not that like you're just like, all right, I have to pay it, but then you're like, oh, I want to get like a cheeseburger, and it's like the worst cheeseburger you've ever seen in your life. Yeah. And it's like $27, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta get out of here.
I used to know like little shortcuts or little like, okay,
for Disney.
Yeah, well, for starters, because of lawsuits, you can go to any quick service place and ask for water. Like ice water, and they have to give it to you.
Oh, okay, that's
good. They
have
to give it to you for free. Also,
that's a good tip.
If you go to
free ice water at Disney, everybody.
Yeah, they have to give it to you.
Marcus pro tip.
Yeah, and then another thing. I don't. It's been a while since I've been at a theme park. I don't know if they allow this now, but like, there was a point in time where I would go to, let's say, like a little burger place, and a lot of them have like a toppings bar. So I would order a burger, and I'm like, hey, can you give me another little, like the popcorn, those little popcorn plates.
Oh yeah.
Can I get an extra one? And it would be me and my ex. And then what we would do is we'd take the burger, we'd cut it in two, and then we would take the additional thing and load it full of toppings, like sautéed mushrooms and sautéed onions and like or if we didn't want to split a burger, we'd both get a burger, and then like. Both get an extra thing and just load it with whatever topping, because sometimes you want pickles. I'm not a big pickle dude, you know.
Yeah.
So like that, or I would buy just a drink and then ask for one of those, and I would just eat from the toppings bar the whole time I was there.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a solid move.
Yeah.
You gotta like, it's good to know you gotta do stuff like that, like when you're, especially like peak poor, you know.
Yeah.
Which for a lot of people, it's like college or like post-college, like in your 20s.
Yeah.
That shit is difficult. Yeah, well, so I would say I land on, I don't know. if I'm going out, I feel like restaurants altogether are too expensive nowadays. So if I'm going out, I like going to, like we said, those hole in the wall places, a little ethnic place.
Yeah.
Because every like regular restaurant I've been to in the last like 2 years, the food has gotten worse, the service has gotten worse, and the prices have gotten higher.
Yeah.
So you leave with like this bad. I don't know. I always leave and I'm like, what happened to like going out to dinner? You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess getting food takeout or cooking yourself. I like cooking myself, unless I'm being lazy. If I have it in me, I'll choose to cook myself.
I mean, even based on my personal preferences of like ordering takeout or to-go food, because it's just me. Honestly, I would say probably the best bet is just to cook yourself.
Yeah.
Cook yourself. You know the quality. You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You can cook naked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's.
I mean, you can't go to McDonald's and get a burger and then fuck your wife in the lobby. You can do that at your house.
People are getting stabbed there.
Yeah. And here you're getting stabbed a different way. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Hell yeah.
I'd say ultimately, the move is to eat at home.
Yeah. Unless you're drunk,
even if you're DoorDashing it, it's to eat at home.
This episode brought to you by DoorDash.
Yeah.
Well, it's not cool to be dumb. Or
it's not fun to be dumb.
Oh, it's not fun to be dumb.
But it is cool to be foolish, baby.
Holy shit.